You're being invited to participate in a collective tarot reading, so if you feel aligned to do so, please stick around. To begin, let's do a breathing exercise to clear our minds. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now we want to ask the tarot our question. I recommend asking a how or a what question, and this is a question that you are more than welcome to put into the comments if you feel called to do so. I would ask a how or a what question and do how can I approach the situation differently? What do I need to pay attention to in my relationship? What action can I take to make more money? How can I give myself more love? How can I give myself more self-love? How? What should I do to attract a lover? That kind of a thing. And we're just going to go from there and just kind of see what comes up. I personally would not ask a when question. When will I make more money? When will I get a lover? When will this happen? When will that happen? That's a predictive question. Personally, I like to use the tarot as a self-help tool. And if we are all here put on this planet to have a human experience, and then we ask predictive questions, that's almost asking the universe to provide something for us, and all we are wanting to do is sit back and relax on the couch and just wait for something to happen. But what if it doesn't happen? Whose fault is that? Is that yours for not taking action to make sure it happens? Is that the universe's fault for not doing it, for not trusting you? Or even just the universe's fault in general? Who knows? So if we ask a how or what question, this makes sure that we are doing something active with our lives. So that's more of the reason how I use tarot. And if I just think that that is a more productive way of using it rather than just using it for predictions and whatnot, kind of a thing. It gets more into our psyche. So let's see what the cards say. Okay, so we seem to be in the middle of a cycle. We've got a 6 and a 7. So it's kind of just past the midpoint of whatever it is that you've asked. That's kind of a good ground for there. It does feel like you might want to... So let's get into the cards. So with the 6 of Pentacles in reverse here, usually the 6 of Pentacles is about giving without receiving anything back. I'm looking at this card. It is a bunch of drag queens on clouds. Very different from what I'm used to seeing for what the 6 of Pentacles actually represents. So traditionally, the 6 of Pentacles means giving money to those who are asking for it, but technically not expecting anything back. You probably also have the resources to give up in order to give to these other people. Something about drag queens, something about makeup, a change of personality, being someone bigger than you are. This is going a little bit deeper than what the actual card means, just because of the way that I'm trying to read what the actual card, the picture gives me here. But that's just something to pay attention to with that, a change of personality. Now we also have to look at the reversed aspect of the card because it is a reversed card. With a reversed card, we've got blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. So in the case of this card, since it's slightly different than what the traditional sense is, I feel like there might be a blockage of a new identity, a blockage of an alternate identity, something of that nature. An angelic energy. If you're looking at it upright, they're actually on clouds, it looks kind of like. So if you look at it reversed, maybe the angelic personality needs to come out of the clouds. Something of that nature. I don't know. The card at the bottom of the deck we have is the Seven of Swords. A lot of people associate this with being sneaky, or someone is being sneaky around them. Personally, I kind of like to approach this also as taking advantage of opportunities as they come to you. Not a lot of people are going to like that. Some people are going to think that you're stealing opportunities away from them. So I just kind of think that with this, it's almost like the thing that I always look at when I'm looking at this card is the way that he's holding the swords. His hands are going to get cut. His feet, he might lose a finger. But that's just kind of something to pay attention to with the meaning of that card there. So I just kind of wonder, in putting both of these cards together, what I'm kind of getting from this is if there's a personality that's wanting to come out that we're blocking, or something that needs to come out of the sky, or something divine, or a divine relationship, or a divine something. It almost feels like we might be hurting ourselves. It feels like there's going to be some pain. It feels like there's just going to be some physical pain in order to find out what this other personality is and what this other personality is trying to say. Because it just kind of feels like it's not a good space right now. It feels like there is some therapy that needs to be happening in order to find out who your true divine self is. Now, I know that this is a little bit kind of way out there a little bit. It just kind of feels heavy to me. Let's rewind just for a second. The Six of Pentacles. Pentacles is regarding our health, our body, and our money. So with Pentacles also being in reverse, it's the slowest element. With it being in reverse, it almost feels like we should do something active, be a participant, that kind of a thing. With swords, it's the element of air, and that is associated with our thoughts and our communication. I just got chills down my right side, so whatever I'm saying, hopefully it's resonating with someone. But we've got thoughts and communication, and we've got a divine self that wants to come out, but it feels almost like maybe the swords are the words that we're telling ourselves, or the words that we're using against that divine self, is hurting us somehow. Kind of maybe we're saying bad affirmations. We're not giving ourselves a pat on the back when we are doing something for ourselves. I'm surprised that it didn't come up reversed. And I'd also be very interested in hearing what all of you have to say about these cards, because these cards to me are a little bit tripping me up, partly because they are not the traditional images I'm used to seeing. So I'm kind of doing I have to do a little bit of a change with that, because the images just give a different feel. There could be something with travel, something with a cruise ship. I wouldn't put too much emphasis on that, but I would probably think of it more as travel. But mostly what I'm kind of getting from this is our thoughts and communication about our health, our body, and our money. I'm going to leave it at that, because now I'm just kind of spinning my wheels a little bit, and I'm just going to see what you have to say about these cards and about if they resonate with you. With that, let's close out with another breathing exercise, and we'll just go on with our day. So breathe in. Thank you very much for your time.